Welcome to the Senior Spaces podcast. My name is Brian DeVore, the host. I'm a seniors real estate specialist with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties, and the host of the reality show Senior Spaces. This is an offshoot of that show. On this podcast, we're doing a deeper dive into the subjects that we explored in the reality show. The three paths that seniors consider how they're going to live the next chapter of their life, whether they're going to age in place in their current home, maybe downsize into a smaller, more manageable home, or into senior living. So we're going to meet the people, the organizations that help these seniors make these decisions and help secure that best next chapter of their lives. Today, we have one of the sponsors of the reality show, Adam Fine with Accessible Construction. Adam, how's it going today?
It's going awesome. Thanks for having us here.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
My pleasure. I love the work you do. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a hook that's going to get people interested and wanting to learn more about what you do. Some of these statistics are quite alarming, and people really need to know about this stuff because it can be scary. All right, here we go. Ready? You can tell me if I'm right here. Every year, over 14 million adults age 65 or older report falling. That's 1 in 4. That's how many report falling. The number is probably higher than that, but you don't have people reporting all the time. One older adult falls every second. So think about that. In the next 5 seconds, at least 5 seniors will fall, and that's going to be a problem.
That's a lot of ouches.
It's a lot of ouches, or worse. And the majority of these falls are in the bedroom, the bathroom, and the stairs. So it's our home. Our home is the most deadly place that we can experience. And when seniors are considering staying in their current home, they want to age in place. But can they do so successfully and safely? These statistics say no unless they have someone like you. What is it you do, Adam?
Well, in a nutshell, we make homes safer and more accessible so that people can stay home safer and be there longer, basically. Most people want to stay in their home. I'd say 92% of the people want to stay in their home, as a study done by AARP. And I think you would too.
Yeah, a lot of people do want to stay home. That's the home that they love. They're emotionally tied to it. In the TV show, in our pilot episode of Senior Spaces, that's what the couple decided to do. But you need to come in and help with that. How did you get into this line of work?
Well, started in the late 90s. My father had Parkinson's, and at that time I was living in San Francisco and started working with this other company who wanted to expand to work with seniors and disabled people. And I had done a lot of volunteer work with seniors before and with people with disabilities, but never as far as from a business perspective. So I started marketing my business and was blown away. Like, nobody did this type of work. Extremely gratifying, very helpful, and a good business without a lot of competition. So I guess I'm a classic small business story, success story, because here I am 30 years later.
Yeah, for sure. So you have a certification.
Hair's a little grayer.
Hair's a little grayer, right? That's okay. You maybe a little bit more wrinkles, but those are just experience, right? You have a certification. It's called CAPS, C-A-P-S, Certified Aging in Place Specialist. Right. What's that?
Well, it's a certification through the National Home Building Association, NAHB, and basically it's some courses that you take. And I was one of the first ones to take it many, many years ago. There's another one I have, another designation called a SEAC, which is a Certified Environmental Access Consultant, and not too many people have that designation.
I'd never even heard of that one, yeah.
And, it's basically, you can learn anything in a school book, but there's nothing like learning what I know from being in the in the trenches, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. So the name of your company is Accessible Construction.
Correct.
But not everything you do is construction.
Correct.
And like on the show, we did some things to help with some of the thresholds and stuff, but even some simple things like the couch cane, stuff I had never seen before. So tell us about some of the smaller things that people can get and maybe some of the bigger things that people can take advantage of.
Well, thank you. So our niche is that we're a one-stop shop, and I found that when somebody comes down with a disability or has a specific challenge, it's a whole new world. They've never experienced it before, and it's very overwhelming. There's doctors' decisions, there's the caregiving decisions, there's insurance decisions, there's financial decisions, home modification decisions where we come in. So what we've done is married construction with medical products, and even though I'm a licensed contractor and been doing it for many years, I'm actually construction adverse. I way prefer to. There's some very, very cool, high level, high functioning products out there that will offset construction. People don't want somebody tramping through the house for 3 weeks. The cost is way more money, and the mess and the fuss and just the hassle and everything. So,
And it's
it,
permanent.
and it's permanent.
Construction's permanent.
Correct. Unfortunately, we have about 5 to 6 customers who die every year, and that's just the reality of what we do. I love what I do. It's extremely gratifying. It's great to, and it's a very different type of business where it's not cookie cutter. Everybody's home is different. Everybody's disability is different. Everybody's budget is different. So we kind of, when we go in, we're in as a consultant, which we do charge a fee, and we credit that fee back when people work with us, and most people do. We'll come up with a specific program that's germane to their specific situation because everybody's different.
Yeah.
So I can't say just what worked for Mrs. Jones is going to work for Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Right. Well,
So it's cool to go in there not knowing what you're going to do. And honestly, a lot of times I got to make it up as I go
yeah.
because you don't know. Even when we get the call, hey, we're in the hospital and rehab, and we're going to be discharged in 10 days. Sometimes their physicality will change in those 10 days. So
right.
sometimes we'll have to go back to plan B. But most of the time, we're pretty spot on in what we're going to do.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting too because we're almost talking about two different paths or two different categories. You have the people, the more acute situation, mom fell, broke her hip. What can we do to modify the current home? But you also have the planners, the people who are being proactive, because a lot of times people think I can age in place, no problem. I'm on a 1-story home. Okay, great. But what about the transitions from one room to another? I had a client who had a 1-story home, but there were 8 stairs from the garage to the 1-story floor plan. And so people have this misconception that they can age in place successfully without doing anything. But if they are proactive in seeking out advice from someone like yourself who can help do some of the little things, that can make a huge difference in prolonging how long they can stay in their home successfully versus having to go into some higher level of care.
Absolutely. Sometimes, we'll just start with baby steps. Sometimes people I don't want it, I can't afford it, I don't need it type of thing. That's the mentality. That's where we come in with the consultant's hat. We are doing a lot of work with baby boomers now and their parents, and the parents are very resistant, and the kids are being, hucking. I use the word hucking their parents for years. Mom, Dad, you got to do this. And they go, no, 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 no. And then I come in here wearing my consultant's hat, basically say the same thing, but from a professional point of view, and they say, yeah, go ahead and do it most of the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just, main areas I find that we work with most is getting out of the car, getting up to the house, the living room area, the bathroom area, the kitchen, not so much the kitchen, because usually there's a caregiver doing that, shower, the toilet, and getting outside, perhaps getting into the spa or the pool, and then the transition going from the house to the backyard. So we cover everything in a house as a one-stop shop, and that's where we're different from other companies. Other companies, they'll just do only stair lifts or they just do only ramps. We'll go in there and look at everything and assess, the situation, come up with the right program for them and the right product.
Yeah, for sure.
And our little thing is that we give everybody a 15% discount because most of the times they're referred to us from a facility or, wherever. We get referrals many, many different ways.
Yeah, I'm sure. So one of the segments we're going to have in this show going forward is called The Story That Stuck, because it becomes a lot more relatable when someone can hear a story. Hence why we did the TV show was let's tell the story, let's show people. Right. What's the story that stuck with you, or there's more than one, but something that stuck out with you that made a huge difference in this person's life?
Well, we don't have enough time for all that. I'll tell you a couple.
You've done a lot, so
literally we've done thousands of these modifications over the years, and truly it's I'm very blessed. I sleep well at night. It's very creative work, and I like that. It's a good business, and fortunately we don't have a lot of competition. One story that sticks out is for many years I did work in LA. Now I'm down in San Diego, and I got a call, I think it was from a rehab facility in Palos Verdes area. And this guy was like 36 years old, Um, good-looking guy. He had 4 young kids, and he got in a car accident and became a major, major quadriplegic. Like he could only basically move his hands up a little bit and his head a little bit. Very, very, very steep um, transition going from his driveway down to his home. So a porch lift wasn't an option at that time, and he, was there's no way he could get down. So what we ended up doing very creatively is we built a custom wood ramp that followed around the perimeter of his house, right, hugged the walls of his house, but we had to have it. It was so steep, we had to go a long ramp, maybe like 50 feet long or something at least. But it blocked one of the caregiver's room, and the caregiver had to go out with him. That was the only way for them to get him out of the house. So what we ended up doing is we built a drawbridge, believe it or not,
A
in that a
drawbridge.
drawbridge in that wood ramp. So it had hinges. So when the caregiver wanted to go outside, she would pick up a little handle, lift up that little 3 foot section where he could roll through, and then put it back down, and it became a ramp again.
Wow.
So that was very memorable and very cool. And obviously, it was a life changer for the guy because he could get home, and obviously he had little kids, and um, it was the right thing to do at that time.
Yeah.
But we had to really think outside the box to make that happen.
Yeah,
And we
there's
and
no
we
cookie
did.
cutter solution for that.
No, no, and it really is. Um, Another story: I had a great customer in Woodland Hills who had MS, and MS is progressive, and she had it for like 15 or 20 years, and finally it kicked in where it was more of a challenge, where she could hardly walk anymore and was part-time in a wheelchair, and she had a beautiful bedroom upstairs, and she couldn't get upstairs. So we ended up designing a beautiful elevator in the corner that we had to add on this area. We built it from outside the house, but they go inside the house, so they go out from inside the house out into the elevator and then up and then back into the bedroom upstairs. But we had to we stuccoed the elevator on the outside to make it look like the house. You didn't even know really that was new.
Wow.
And then we redid her bathroom downstairs. That was beautifully done, and she was very happy with it. She had a very nice home, so obviously we had to, we designed with elegance and made it look so, like it belonged there. And they were extremely happy. We loved working with them.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you're changing people's lives
Uh,
and you're helping them stay home, which is what they want to do or need to do.
uh,
And maybe at some point they have to look at some other options. But for now, they're able to age in place, or for people with disabilities, be in the home they're comfortable with, that they love, that their family knows and loves, and they can just keep living their lives.
that reminds me, the other day we went to see somebody in Cardiff whose husband has Parkinson's and it's advanced, and he wants to get into the his spa that he can't get into anymore. So we're going to do a pool lift there, but we also talked about doing a custom grab bar pool railing that he can get in. And remind me, we actually did some work for Burt Bacharach many years ago
Oh,
and did a long custom pool railing in his pool that obviously had helped him out and at that time, and it was good referral for us.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what we do.
That's cool. I love it. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and talking about that. I appreciate you helping Rick and Mary so they can, help stay in their home longer. So,
So one more thing, we've just started actually a new
oh, good.
division.
Yeah.
It's called Longevity Living by Accessible. We're
Yeah.
branding the Accessible name and logo. It's pretty cool, and you can see it I guess in the highlights
We'll
here for
get
the
that.
show
We'll
and
get it
everything.
out there for sure. Yeah.
And basically, our tagline there is, stay home, stay safe, and stay longer. And we're starting to do virtual consults. So actually, we did one in Dubai a couple weeks ago,
Really?
where the caregiver can just go walk around the home and show us the home, and then we'll come up with the products for them, and then we can provide the products and find somebody local for them to install it if they can't do it themselves.
That's amazing.
But that's it's much needed because people really don't know what to do.
Well, that's just it. People don't know what they don't know, right? And so they think they know, but they have no clue what's possible and what they really need,
Right.
whether it's now or in the future.
Right.
So you're helping people plan out that next chapter.
And we do charge a fee for the consult, but again, we credit it back when people work with us because I think the people who get it, get it. They're
Yeah.
paying for our expert expertise, such as you go see an attorney or an accountant and you pay for their advice, right?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
people pay us for our advice, but we'll credit it back because
Yeah.
we want them to work with us.
Well, and if it's changing people's lives,
Yeah.
and so it's valuable and it's absolutely worth it.
And everybody gets a little heart. Like
Yeah,
this.
I love the heart there. That's very cool. I love the hearts there. So you're giving your heart to people.
I am.
Well, I
It's
appreciate
corny.
that.
I say, now you got my heart, but people love it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'll tell you a quick story. I had a customer in 2010, saw them, gave them a heart and a business card. 10 years later, they called me back and said, Adam, I looked all over for your card and I couldn't find your card, but I found your heart. And that's how I'm getting in touch with you again.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
I guess it works.
It does work. Yeah, people hold on to these squishy balls.
Well, thanks very much for having us. That's great.
Bro,
Appreciate it.
my pleasure. I appreciate it, Adam. Thank you. Thanks for coming on the Senior Spaces TV show and the Senior Spaces podcast. We'll look forward to seeing you at the next edition of the Senior Spaces podcast. In the meantime, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, on Spotify, wherever your podcasts are. Again, my name is Brian DeVore, Seniors Real Estate Specialist with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties. We look forward to talking to you next time.